Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Automate Friendly. Today I'll be starting a series on TIA Portal Openness. In this series, I will be introducing you to what TIA Openness is. I'll be walking you through how to build your first TIA Openness application, how to write some programs using the TIA Openness functionality that can help you automate your processes, your TIA Portal project processes, extending your TIA Portal project beyond the standard Windows interface. Like in other videos, I will make use of an AI voice in order to explain myself better. I'll be switching to a different voice now in order to be as clear as much as possible for you to understand and also to save time. Do stay put in the video. Thank you.
Before I go into programming using TIA Openness, I will do a quick introduction from the Siemens page. Here is the web page from Siemens introducing the TIA Openness. TIA Portal Openness simply explains APIs that integrate with your TIA Portal project for some extra functionality and automation. Basically, you can Google TIA Portal Openness and click the link that looks like this, which leads you to this introductory page. With TIA Portal Openness, you can write your script or programs in C# or Python languages to interface with PLC software blocks and HMI. Also in this page, you find the document introducing you to the Openness demo application that guides you through using a TIA Openness demo project in Visual Studio. You can access the documentation here. In the document, here you see a scope of the TIA Openness application. And here in the table of content is an overview of what is covered in the document as well as what you need in order to create a new TIA Openness application. In this document, you will see basic action steps to follow while using the Getting Started application and demo application provided in the web page. In this series, I will explain what needs to be done to implement an openness function using C# in Visual Studio. Possibly in another video, we will dive into this provided manual and the provided demo application. By the way, you would need to have had some hands-on with the TIA Portal environment. Now that we have briefly seen Siemens' introductory page to TIA Openness, we can proceed to create some TIA Openness application in C#. To start with, for more insights to the program syntax and guides and writing functions to automate your TIA project, you can find it in the TIA Openness manual. Simply Google search it, and you would find a link to the PDF page.
Please don't forget to click the like button, click the subscribe button, drop a comment behind. You can also share to whoever you think this video will be helpful to.
In the manual, we see more details on the requirements, like what you need to have TIA Portal Openness working. Basically, during the installation of your TIA Portal, you also checkmarked TIA Openness. Also in this manual, we will see code snippets on how to write certain applications with openness. While we are developing our applications, we will refer to this manual for further guide. One of the setup required to have TIA Portal Openness is in the computer where you would be using the TIA Portal Openness application. You need to ensure the account is added to the TIA Openness group. We can see the detail in the Openness manual. Let's proceed to do that. To do that, you can open edit local users and groups, and in the window, select Groups, then select the Siemens TIA Openness group. Here you can add the user account you are signed in with. Here I have it already added. To add, you select Add button, Advanced, select the account you want to use. For me, I am using my logged in account. When the account is selected, click OK. With this, you can use API to execute external applications using TIA Openness. As we see in the manual, we can get to perform the following actions like creating, modifying, and deleting project data. In this series, we will be doing some interesting stuff with TIA Openness using C#. I will show how to open a TIA Portal project with the user credential, how to access the project data such as the devices, how to access PLC data such as the program blocks and export a program block as an XML file, and how to make changes to the XML file and then import the XML into your TIA Portal project. Also, in another video, I will show how to access the master's copy library, how to import objects from the master's copy library, and how to delete objects. Also, how to connect devices in a network, how to assign devices to a subnet, how to update VFD telegram addresses. In another, I will show how to access PLC Sim Advanced, to start a PLC instance, and to download into the PLC.
Alright guys, please don't forget to like, click the subscribe button, click the share button. You can drop a comment behind as much as you feel enlightened by this video. Thank you.
As we proceed in today's video, I will show the overview on the TIA Portal Openness object model, and show in Visual Studio using C# how to launch a TIA Portal project that does not have a user credential and a project that has a user credential. In the next part of the video, I will show how to access devices in a TIA Portal project like the CPU, the drives in the project, and some of the properties in the device, which is referred to as the device item. Before we write the application to open the project, let's have a look at the project we want to access via Openness. Here is the TIA Portal project I had used in my previous video on device and network configuration. I will save it as TIA Openness 1A. For the sake of this video, this project does not require a user credential to access it. I will close the application and launch it again. As we see here, I am launching it directly, and I do not need to put in any credential. Now I will save a copy as TIA Openness 1B to add user credentials to the project. To do so, I head to Security Settings, select Protect this project, put in credential, and the password needs to conform to the statements here. And here we see a credential is added. Basically, I will need to log in with this account next time I want to open this project. Now that I have the two projects created, I will proceed to write the C# program to open the project. Before I head to creating the Openness application that opens a TIA project, let's look at how the Openness model looks like. Let me show how the objects are interconnected in the TIA manual. In this section, we see the TIA Portal Openness object model, which helps us have a visual understanding of how we can program the application to access the objects in TIA Portal project. Might look quite confusing at the first glance. I will try to fall back to this model for a better view as we program in C# for clarity. So basically, here is TIA Portal, and via TIA Portal we can access the project. As we see here inside of the project, we have the group device, we have the ungrouped device, and we can have devices that are within the project itself like the PLC, the drive and switch we have here. We have the ungrouped devices, where we currently have the I/O islands, also, we have the group devices. Here we do not have a group device. Basically, we can create a group device and add some devices inside of it. I will show that in the next video. Also, inside of a device, we have the device item, like the network ports adapters. As we proceed in the series, the second part and the third part, I will show C# program to access the device group object, the device itself, also the properties of the device and subnets in the project. In this video, we will be at the project level, basically how to access the project. To start with the application development, I will create a C project in Visual Studio. In case you do not have Visual Studio installed, I have attached a link to a video showing how to install Visual Studio for Net Framework development.
And you can support my channel by downloading the C# program in the link provided in the description below. I will also be providing the complete lesson, which I'll be dividing into parts to guide you through developing the Openness application. The link you can also find in the description below. I will really appreciate your support by accessing the link and downloading the C#, checking the lessons and the link. Thank you so much.
To proceed to create the project, I will open Visual Studio. I will create a console application in .NET Framework. I type in console and select the .NET Framework and click Next. Here, I will fill in the name. I will call it TIA Openness _tutorial 1. I ensure the .NET Framework 4.8 is selected. Here we see where the application will be stored, and then I click Create. Now we can proceed to create our first TIA Openness application. In order to use some TIA program functions, we proceed to add some of the required Siemens DLL libraries to the project. We can do that by selecting references here, or select project and select add references. Here I have some references already added to the lists. If you do not have them listed, you can find the DLL file in this location, click on the Browse button. For now we will work with these two files. I will add the libraries in the environment and click OK. Here we can see that the references are added.
Please don't forget to click the like button, click the subscribe button, drop a comment behind. You can also share to whoever you think this video will be helpful to.
Now in this environment, we can write some codes to interface with the TIA Portal project you have. We start with the C# program to open TIA project that requires a credential, and a project that doesn't require a credential. Let's start with no credential required. We will look at the Openness manual as a reference to writing the code. Here in this section of the Openness manual, we have a code snippet we can use that launches TIA Portal and opens a project using the TIA Portal Openness API. We can find the details on how to open TIA. Here, I will quickly go over the code just in case you are new to C programming. Here we have the namespace, which is simply a way to organize our code. Here, the namespace is called Hello TIA, which will contain all the classes related to this application. Next, we define a class called Program. This is the main class of our console application. In C# applications, the program class usually contains the entry point of the application, which is the main method. The main method is the starting point of every C# console application. When the program runs, this is the first method that gets executed, just like we have the OB one in TIA Portal. Here, the main method simply calls another method called Run TIA Portal, which contains all the logic for interacting with TIA Portal. This method contains the main automation logic. Here we will start TIA Portal, access the project manager, open an existing TIA Portal project, close the project. Here we simply print a message to the console to inform the user that the application is starting TIA Portal. Here we create an instance of the TIA Portal object, which launches TIA Portal through the Openness API. We specify TIA Portal mode.withUserInterface, which means TIA Portal will open with its graphical interface visible. Here we access the projects collection inside the TIA Portal object. This object allows us to open projects, create new projects, manage existing projects. Here we define the path to the TIA Portal project file we want to open. Here we attempt to open the project using the Open with Upgrade method. This method opens the project, automatically upgrades it if the project version is older than the installed TIA Portal version. This is used for error handling. If the project cannot be opened, the program jumps into the catch block. We will not include this iterate through devices function. We will look into it in another video part. At this point, after performing operations on the project, we close it using the close method. Now that we understand what the code does, I will just copy the code snippet here into the program. I would also copy the reference libraries into the program, and I will edit the program for any errors.
And you can support my channel by downloading the C# program in the link provided in the description below. I will also be providing the complete lesson, which I'll be dividing into parts to guide you through developing the Openness application. The link you can also find in the description below. I do appreciate your support by accessing the link and downloading the C#, checking the lessons in the link. Thank you so much.
Here, I will provide the project we want to open. The first is the TIA Openness 1A, which doesn't require user credential. Now I will proceed to run the application. We often have this pop up when launching TIA Portal to open a project via Openness to prevent unauthorized applications from controlling TIA Portal. In another part of the video, I will be showing how to suppress this pop-up. You may need to suppress this pop-up if you want to implement a CI/CD process. Basically, we can see TIA Portal being opened, and the project is opened, as we see in the window, after which it closes. To make it remain open, we will make a quick adjustment to have the program wait for an input before closing the project. We simply add a read line. This pauses the application at this point for an input before closing the application. We run again, and here we can open the project. So looking at the model, we are here, being able to open the project. In the next part of the video, we will show how to access the device from a device group, or directly, or from an ungrouped device. Now I will proceed to add credentials for opening the project. Here in page 115 of the TIA Openness manual, we can see details on how to open a UMAC protected project. I will copy this function and add it to the program, and we need to make some slight modification in it. Here we add the method to this open command. Here is the function which we add to our code. I will make some modifications. Basically, I will add the password in this method and the username. Here's the username. And here I am using the password append character function to define the passwords. I will also reference the correct project, which has the login user credential requirement configured in it, which is TIA Openness 1B project. Here I will put a wrong password to see its response, then I will put in the right password. Here we see the message that it can't open, basically because it does not have the right credential, so I try it again with the corrected password. And here we have the project opened.
Yes, so in this video, we have successfully been introduced to TIA Portal Openness. We looked at TIA Openness model diagram, and we've written our first application in C#, which was to open a TIA Portal project which doesn't have a credential and also which has a credential. In the coming videos, we will be showing how to do other interesting stuffs, other interesting applications where we can access the device and its properties, where we can look at how to delete a device from the configuration, from a topology configuration, and also how to add a device from a project library into the main project, and how to connect devices into an existing subnet, and also how to assign Telegram addresses to a VFD, and many more. So do kindly like, do kindly subscribe to the channel, to kind of drop a comment. You can share the video. Also, you can check other videos in my YouTube channel, in my page. I have other videos that I've created in the past to help you build a successful TIA Portal project. And also, you can support me by going to the download link and download the script for a token. And I appreciate your support, and thank you.